Hey guys, so today you heard about two different ways to start getting to Emerald. You heard about signing your spouse, and then you also heard about signing people as discount coaches. And so those people are just simply interested in getting a challenge pack, and so you have offered them the ability to save money. And so that's kind of like what you have led with. And so they become a coach for you, which might come into a working coach. I got to tell you, I have more success, believe it or not, with people who join me that way and transitioning them into a working coach than actually dealing with people who want to come in and work the business. And there's probably a lot of different reasons for that, but one of the number one reasons I believe is because when somebody joins you and really commits to the program and you get amazing results for that person kind of feels compelled to pay it forward. They have this, it's like when you get your hands on something that has created so much change in your life, even if you're busy, even if you have kids, all those typical excuses go out the window because people just are like, I have to tell people. And they usually have great results. And so people probably are already having conversations with them like, oh my God, what are you doing? What do you look amazing. I know for myself that happened a lot of times because I was in Florida for part of the summer when I did all my Beachbody stuff. And then I came back to New Jersey and people were like, holy crap, Kim, like, what are you doing? And so it made that transition from discount to working just so simple. And I also knew about challenge groups because I was in them. I participated in them. I believed in the products. I had grown through the experience. And so it just made that kind of transition. So there's a third way that you can add coaches onto your business, and that is presenting the business opportunity. And I have to tell you that this is absolutely the scariest, I would say, for most people. I know for myself, I was not ever mentioning coaching to a lot of people because I was just afraid. I didn't feel like, well, I'm not making big bucks. I'm just a coach who's going to want to join me. All that stinky thinking that we get going. When there's a lot of great reasons why people would want to be a coach and why they would want to be a working coach. And so the number one reason is because the accountability, guys. I don't know about you, but to this day, 4.5 years later, I still get amazing results and I haven't gained back my weight because of the accountability. There is something about being very public about your goals and showing up every day on somebody's Facebook page and you're working out. And I think when you talk about that on your social media, it starts to kind of click for people. And that's one way. Another way is your customers that you already have. Maybe you're working at them. Maybe you have a customer and maybe they have bought All Access and they haven't bought Shakeology yet. Maybe you're just helping them as a potential. Maybe they are somebody that bought a challenge pack that wanted to be a customer and now you have helped them to get their results. I got to tell you, the best way to make a great working coach is great customer service. I can honestly tell you that my coaches who really kind of like crushed this in the business wise are people that I made sure that I had excellent customer service, because let's face it, when people know that they're cared for, when people know that they matter, they build a trust in you. They build a trust in Beachbody, and it makes them again want to do this and want to do it the right way for the right reasons. A lot of times those conversations with your customers can be as simple as, have you ever considered? I know for myself, I kind of psychologically have to deal with my customers. And so I build their confidence up. I talk about them. I share their results. I, send them messages telling them what a rock star they are, how awesome they are in challenge groups, how much I believe that other people would look up to them, because people need to hear that, coaching is scary enough, but to have somebody that, that inspires you, tells you that you could be inspiring, is something really very powerful. And so I don't kind of overcomplicate things. I just kind of say, hey, have you ever considered? I have a coach that has a very busy job, and she loves it. But I planted the seed in her head to be a coach. And I just did it last week with another coach. And she told me, I love my job. It's really busy. And I said, yeah, I get that. But, I just want to let you know that you're doing a lot of the things that good coaches do. And it's already part of your schedule. It's already part of your time. And so even though it seems kind of crazy, I want you to keep your I want you to keep it open, that idea that possibly you could coach. And they're like, you know what, Kim, that's absolutely fine. The second thing is, this is a working job, guys. And not only is it a working job, it's an amazing working job, especially for women who are stay-at-home moms, those of us who are in service industries. A lot of my coaches are teachers, nurses, restaurant workers, hairdressers. Why? Because they're already used to dealing with people. They already know what it's like to give customer service. They already know what it's like to have to be a servant to somebody, to have to serve other people. And so that's why those people, when they come across your feed, they can be magical for you. And there's nothing to say. I mean, how awesome would it be to get somebody to send you a message that says, hey, I see you every day on Facebook, and I know you're a nurse, and I know you're a great one, and you do a great job taking care of your patients. But have you ever considered being a coach? Because we have a lot of people in our business who are nurses who have made a successful jump to coaching, or even just do it for extra money, and it allows them to do it from wherever they are, and it really doesn't affect their time schedule. And so, I just think that you're so positive, and you're always sharing things that are so helpful, that you're probably already doing stuff that a coach. And so I think I would feel bad if I never really told you that I think that you could be great coach material. How could anybody get mad at that, guys? You just gave them like such a wonderful compliment. You told them that you're positive, that they're a good nurse, that you think that other people would be inspired by them. Even if they say no, they have to at least had, their day pumped up because you said those nice things to them. I tend to look for people who have tons of friends, guys. For people who are freaking nice. Nice guys finish first in this business, I hate to tell you. And people who are nice tend to be able to do this business well. People who are active. If you see somebody and you think they might be a coach, and they're never posting on Facebook, they don't have a picture of themselves on Facebook, can they coach? Yeah, but that transition is going to be pretty rough for them. And so I look for people who have a great profile pic. They are constantly sharing recipes. Maybe they go to the gym. Maybe they like to share interesting articles. Maybe they share parts of their life. These are people that are exhibiting coach behavior, and those people are going to make the transition for you very, very quickly. And so again, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could just be, hey, I had this thought, and you might think I'm crazy, but I'm just going to say it because I know it needs to be said. And I have sent messages like that to all the time. And you know what? People say, no, I could never do it. I have kids, whatever. Guess what? They still stay on your list. You still follow up with them, because eventually I have always found that those people that I have on my list, they eventually become a coach. It's just my belief in them, my belief that they eventually will do it. The next thing I would say in trying to sign coaches is, in the beginning of my career, I always got people on the phone. Even before I sold them a challenge pack, I would get them on the phone. And here's why. On the phone, they get to hear your voice. You're not just like this little thumbnail person that they really don't know. And when you get on the phone, they're going to ask you questions like, well, how did you get into coaching? And like, how does it work? And, there's been a lot of times that I've had conversations with people that they've shared that, they really want their husband to get in shape. And so I explain how they could be a coach and, they can get their Shakeology at a cheaper price and things like that. And so a phone call really allows you to have that personal one-on-one conversation. And it doesn't have to be weird. It doesn't have to be awkward. Oftentimes, just asking people about their life, asking people about what their struggles are and things like that can lend themselves for you to say, hey, I think this would be good for you. Anytime I talk to a mom who's a stay-at-home mom, I always mention coaching because I know very few mothers that love staying home but love being alone, love that, they don't go anywhere. I mean, I have friends that are perfectly content, don't get me wrong, to be a stay-at-home mom, but this job is just so amazing for them that it allows them to have their own little thing, or it could be a big thing like I created, but it allows them, that thing. Don't forget, guys, a lot of times people want to be a coach is not for money. Not that money is bad, but they want to be a coach because they see you having fun. They want to be a coach because they see you change. They want to be a coach because they see that, wow, she's part of this supportive network of people. And most people, I hate to say it, are around toxic people, especially when it comes to health and fitness. And so when you share, guys, what goes on in your world and how much fun it is to be a coach and how much it helps you be accountable, you are teaching the coach life to them. That's what we call it, the coach life. And so, no, you don't have to have the biggest paycheck. You don't have to have 8 coaches under you to start talking about the business opportunity with people.